Alright, listen up bros. My name is Maya and I welcome you to JetSetJournies. Today we'll go to Japan, land of the rising sun, weird toilets that wash your butt, and enough anime to last you a lifetime. But forget all that tourist trap crap for a second, yeah? We're going deep. I'm talking about the real Japan. Neon-drenched Tokyo streets one minute, then bam! Zen gardens, ancient temples, deer eating your goddamn rice crackers the next. Don't even get me started on the food, alright? We're talking ramen so good, it'll make you slap your mama. So buckle up, buttercup. Let's go. First stop, Tokyo. It's like someone took New York, cranked the dial to 11, then threw in a vending machine for every man, woman and child. Giant flashing billboards, people everywhere, and more ramen shops than you can shake a stick at. But don't get lost in the chaos, alright? Look closer. Tiny back alleys with hidden bars, temples tucked between skyscrapers. It's like the city has a split personality. Oh, and Shibuya Crossing. Yeah, that thing is real. Imagine a tidal wave of humans, except everyone's polite about it. We're here for the hidden gems, right? Tokyo is crawling with them. So yeah, Tokyo, it's a trip and a half. Next up, Kyoto. If Tokyo is your hyperactive little brother, Kyoto is your wise, tea-sipping grandma. Temples everywhere, gardens that look like they were designed by Bob Ross himself, and more history than you can shake a samurai sword at. Speaking of samurai, you gotta check out the Gion district. Geishas, traditional tea ceremonies, wooden buildings that look like they haven't changed in centuries. And for all you nature lovers out there, Arashiyama Bamboo Grove. Imagine walking through a forest of freaking bamboo, the sun filtering through the leaves, the wind rustling. But Kyoto's not all zen and peace, alright? They've got a dark side too. I'm talking about Fushimi Inari Shrine, a whole mountain covered in thousands of red gates. So yeah, Kyoto, it's a wild ride. Alright, let's be real. You can't talk about Japan without talking about the food. And when it comes to food, Osaka is where it's 80. Forget your fancy sushi and your Michelin stars. We're talking street food, baby. Takoyaki, okonomiyaki, kushikatsu. It's a goddamn flavor explosion in your mouth. And the best part? Osaka is cheap. Like dirt cheap. You can eat your weight in food for the price of a cup of coffee in Tokyo. And trust me, you'll want to. But it's not all about the food in Osaka. They've got a pretty sweet nightlife too. From underground bars to karaoke bars that'll make your ears bleed, Osaka knows how to party. So yeah, Osaka, it's the perfect place to let loose, stuff your face, and maybe make some questionable life choices. Just remember, what happens in Osaka stays in Osaka. Chapter 4. Nara, deer, temples, and maybe a few headbutts. Listen up, bros, because things are about to get real cute. We're talking about Nara, home of the most polite hooligans you'll ever meet. Deer. These dudes will walk right up to you, bow for a cracker, and maybe even try to eat your map if you're not careful. But hey, don't let their cuteness fool ya. These deer are savage. They'll steal your food, headbutt you for attention, and leave you covered in drool before you can say kawaii. Besides the deer, Nara's also got some pretty impressive temples. I'm talking about Tadaiji Temple, home to a giant bronze Buddha statue that'll make you feel like an ant. Seriously, this thing is huge. So yeah, Nara, it's a unique experience. Chapter 5. Hakone, hot springs, mountain views, and existential dread. Alright, time to relax those weary travel muscles because we're headed to Hakone, the land of hot springs and breathtaking views. Nestled in the mountains, Hakone is a haven for those looking to escape the hustle and bustle of city life. I'm talking about Mount Fuji, baby! That iconic snow-capped peak that's been inspiring poets and artists for centuries. It's a sight that never gets old, no matter how many times you see it. Now, you can hike up the thing if you're feeling ambitious. But let's be real. We'd rather admire it from afar while soaking in a steaming hot spring, right? Imagine the warm water easing your muscles as you gaze at the majestic mountain. And Hakone has got hot springs coming out the wazoo. Seriously, there's a hot spring for every mood and preference. From traditional onsen to fancy ryokans with private baths, you'll be feeling zen AF in no time. These places are designed to melt away your stress and leave you feeling rejuvenated. But Hakone's not all about relaxation and mountain views. There's a whole lot more to explore. They've also got some pretty weird attractions like the Hakone Open Air Museum, where you can wander through a sculpture garden filled with giant, abstract works of art. It's a surreal experience that adds a touch of the unexpected to your trip. So yeah, Hakone, it's the perfect place to unwind and recharge. Whether you're soaking in a hot spring, admiring Mount Fuji, or exploring quirky museums, Hakone offers a unique blend of relaxation and adventure. Chapter 6. Kanazawa Samurai Gardens and Gold Leaf Ice Cream. Get ready to travel back in time, bros, because we're headed to Kanazawa, a city that's practically frozen in the Edo period. This place is like a living museum where history and culture are preserved in every corner. We're talking samurai districts, traditional tea houses, and gardens so zen they'll make you want to meditate or take a nap, whatever works. Imagine walking through streets where samurais once roamed and sipping tea in houses that have stood the test of time. First stop, the Higashichaya district, where you can wander through narrow streets lined with preserved tea houses. It's like stepping into a different era, with every corner telling a story of its own. And speaking of stepping back in time, you gotta check out Kenrokuen Garden, considered one of the most beautiful gardens in all of Japan. This garden is a masterpiece of landscape design, offering a serene escape from the hustle and bustle of modern life. It's got ponds, waterfalls, bridges, and enough bonsai trees to make you feel like you've shrunk down to the size of an ant. Every element in the garden is meticulously placed to create a harmonious and tranquil environment. But Kanazawa's not all about the past. This city seamlessly blends the old with the new, creating a unique atmosphere that you won't find anywhere else. They've also got some pretty unique modern attractions, like the 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art. This museum is a hub for contemporary art lovers, featuring innovative and thought-provoking exhibits. And for a taste of luxury, try some gold leaf ice cream. Yes, you heard that right. Ice cream adorned with real gold leaf. It's a treat that's as extravagant as it sounds. So yeah, Kanazawa, it's a city that's both steeped in history and surprisingly modern. Whether you're a history buff or a modern art enthusiast, Kanazawa has something to offer for everyone. It's a place where the past and the present coexist in perfect harmony. Tucked away in the Japanese Alps, you'll find Takayama, a charming town that's basically a real-life Ghibli movie. We're talking traditional wooden houses, narrow streets lined with canals, and a morning market that'll make your taste buds sing. Seriously, the Takayama morning market is a must-visit. You'll find everything from fresh produce to handmade crafts to sake. Lots and lots of sake. And speaking of sake, Takayama is known for its local breweries. So if you're a fan of the good stuff, make sure to go on a sake tasting tour. But Takayama's not just about eating and drinking. So yeah, Takayama, it's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of city life and experience a more traditional side of Japan. Alright adventurers, get ready to ditch the mainland and hop over to Shikoku, the smallest of Japan's 4 main islands. This island may be small in size, but it's packed with wonders waiting to be explored. It's a land of rugged coastlines, ancient pilgrimage routes, and lush forested trails that seem to go on forever. And let's not forget the udon noodles, so good they'll make you slap your mama. Metaphorically, of course. These noodles are a culinary delight you simply can't miss. First up, the Shikoku Pilgrimage, a 1,200-kilometer circular route that takes you to 88 temples associated with the Buddhist monk Kobo Daishi. This pilgrimage is steeped in history and spirituality, offering a unique way to experience the island's rich cultural heritage. It's not for the faint of heart, as the journey can be physically demanding. But hey, if you complete it, you'll earn some serious karma points and a sense of accomplishment like no other. And if you're looking for something a little more adrenaline-pumping, Shikoku has you covered. Check out the Naruto whirlpools, a natural phenomenon that occurs when the tides change in the Naruto Strait. These whirlpools are a sight to behold and offer an exhilarating experience. But Shikoku's not all about temples and whirlpools. The island boasts a variety of landscapes that are sure to captivate any nature lover. They've also got some pretty stunning natural beauty, like the Iwaiye Valley, known for its vine bridges and hot springs. This valley is a hidden gem, offering serene and picturesque views. The vine bridges are a must-see, and the hot springs provide the perfect way to relax after a day of exploring. So yeah, Shikoku, it's the perfect place to get off the beaten path and connect with nature. Whether you're seeking adventure, spiritual enlightenment, or just a peaceful retreat, Shikoku has something for everyone. Hold on to your butts, bros, because we're headed to Tottori, the land of sand, sand, and more sand. I'm talking about the Tottori Sand Dunes, the largest sand dunes in Japan, stretching for 16 kilometers along the coast. Now you might be thinking, sand dunes in Japan? What the hell? But trust me, it's a sight to behold. You can hike up the dunes, go sandboarding, or even ride a camel. Yeah, you heard that right. Camels. In Japan. But Tottori's not just about the dunes. They've also got some pretty cool museums like the Tottori Sand Museum, which features incredible sand sculptures from around the world. And if you're a fan of manga, you gotta visit the Gosho Aoyama Manga Factory, dedicated to the creator of Detective Conan. So yeah, Tottori, it's the perfect place to experience a different side of Japan. Last but not least, we're headed to Aomori, the northernmost prefecture on Japan's main island. It's a land of apple orchards, stunning natural beauty, and festivals that'll blow your mind. Seriously, Aomori takes its festivals seriously. We're talking about the Nabuta Festival, a week-long celebration featuring giant illuminated floats depicting historical figures and mythical creatures. But Aomori's not all about giant demon floats. They've also got some pretty incredible natural beauty like Lake Tawada, a caldera lake surrounded by mountains and forests. And for a taste of local flavor, try some Aomori apples. Seriously, they're famous for their apples here. So yeah, Aomori, it's the perfect place to experience a different pace of life and immerse yourself in local culture. Just don't be surprised if you see a giant demon float chasing you down the street. So there you have it, brothers. The hidden gems of Japan, laid bare for your viewing pleasure. From the neon-drenched streets of Tokyo to the Zen gardens of Kyoto, from the sand dunes of Tottori to the apple orchards of Aomori, Japan's got something for everyone. Now I know what you're thinking. Maya, this all sounds great, but I'm not sure I'm ready to face the crowds, the language barrier, the sheer weirdness of it all. And to that I say, shut up and get out there. Seriously, Japan is an experience unlike any other. So what are you waiting for? Book that flight, pack your bags, and get ready for the adventure of a lifetime.